Welcome back to Surviving in Alabama, and today I'm going on a field trip. It was totally unexpected. My son called this morning real early and said, "Hey, you want any corn?" I was like, yeah, I do. So I'm still planning on growing some more, but he called me and said that they planted up a whole bunch of corn for the deer, and it's a sweet corn that they planted. I think he called it Succession, maybe. I can't remember exactly what he said, something like that. But he said it was smaller cobs, smaller kernels, and it was sweet. That's a sweet corn. That's typically what they look like. So anyway, I'm headed down there, going on a field trip today, and I'm gonna take you along. We're gonna go. They're picking the corn. Hey, I didn't have to pick it. I didn't have to grow it. That's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna pick up a couple of bushels of corn, not too terribly much, but free is free, and get to go see the grandkids and see my son, and that'll be good. And I'm gonna take them some jar pickles, so that's good. Hey, by the way, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because I'm literally doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, we work on stuff, we grow stuff, we raise stuff, and we fix stuff. So hit that subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. So I'm gonna turn this camera around and show you what I'm dealing with right now, because I'm on 65 headed south from Birmingham to Montgomery, where they live, and oh my gosh, look at this. Lots of cars as far as you can see. I don't know if there's a wreck, beach trap. I have no idea, but it looks like it's gonna be a while before I get there. All right, guys, I got here. This is my son Macon, and this is what he's bringing. So I got some corn here. I'm gonna pick this up and gonna take it home, and then we're gonna have a corn party. All right, got loaded up, fixing to head back north. We're gonna have a corn party tonight. So I had to take a little break. I've been shucking, silking, and vacuum sealing and creaming corn for a little while now. And I think I've done about, I don't know, somewhere between 50 and 75 ears right now. And they're up there shucking for me right now. And then I'm gonna take a little break, and while I'm taking this break, I just had to quit bending over for a second. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go out here, and I always feed the rabbits in the evening. Doesn't really matter. I used to feed them in the morning, but every time I would do that, they didn't really eat it until the nighttime. And I started noticing that they eat better at night. So I was like, you know what? I can just eliminate that part of my morning, and I always water them in the morning, but excuse me, this gnat or something crawled. But anyway, I always water them in the morning, and Then I just feed them in the afternoon. And I always come out here and check out make sure everybody's good in the afternoons anyway, while I'm out here at the house. All right, so while I'm taking this break, I'll see if we got anything in the garden. Looks like my cucumbers are just teetering out. And you know, squash plants do the same thing. This is perfectly normal. Sometimes they kind of come back on you. It just depends. But there's a few cucumbers here. That one's kind of weird looking. Let's see what else we got. I think I'm about replanting cucumbers and maybe do it again. I got a lot of pickles. See these? See, these are these little baby deals right here. I think I am going to go on and water these. And if you ever look at that. This is my little sunflower patch right here. This. And they're coming on. I don't know how tall they're gonna get, as late as it is. I don't know, but we'll see. Probably be all right. I just plant them just because I like them, and I do save the seeds. And so I still got seeds from last year I didn't do anything with, but they're still fine. I'll eventually get around to it. I don't know how much experience y'all have with like ducks and geese. I don't think geese are as bad as ducks about it, but they're bad. Let me show you. So you see, I see those red containers. There's a 1 gallon water right there. But then I also have 3 of those, I don't know what those, some kind of tub. But I put those tubs out there because they get in them. And it don't take long, and they'll dirty up the water. It don't take long at all. Now I got to get back to it. Got to get these chores done. Got to get this corn done.
So I got all the corn put in vacuum seal bags, and I put a bunch on cobs, and I put a bunch in freezer bags that are creamed. So I was gonna pressure can them, but I've never pressure canned corn before, and I had so much going on, I didn't want that to be my learning experience. So I can tomatoes, I make pickles, and I do some other canning, but I generally just do water bath canning. So anyway, so I put everything in the freezer, and I'll show you just what we got.
So this is the corn that I creamed, and that's how much we got right there, which is a fair amount. And then also in this freezer, you can see I put them in bags like this, and I don't really know how many bags this is, but it's several. So it's, probably a third of the freezer, something like that. So that's what we got. This right here is some of the last of the corn from last year, sis. That's from 6/28/22. And this right here is peaches and cream. That's what that is. No, I'm sorry. That's Bilicious. Sorry. It's Bilicious, but it's very similar to a peaches and cream. That's what it's called, Bilicious. And this is the last of last year's squash. So we're still eating on that.
Thanks for coming along. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next time. God bless.